My apologies for not having more content this week. The last 2 nights, I have not slept. I've had this horrible cough. I don't know if it's the accumulation of the travel and on all the smoke in the casinos or what, but eventually my throat just went, nah, we're done. We need a break. And so I had my voice, but I keep coughing constantly. And so I was taking a break. Anyway, I couldn't let you go through the weekend without a little something to hold you over until next week when hopefully something about me will be back on track. So I put together a lot of little things, but basically the theme of this is throwbacks, and my goodness, don't we have good looking guys on our show. So first off, though, we're going to start with a happy birthday for one of the kiddos who's actually grown up now, as we wish a very happy birthday to Roman Barreau. Happy birthday, Roman Barreau, and this one is shared by Batgirl95UA. Hope you enjoy your celebration. And yeah, see, we see little Fergus, and he has grown up a little bit now. It's been a few years. He still looks like a kid to me. But he's a good looking kid, and it sort of goes with our theme. Don't we have just good looking folks on our show? But first, of course, I have tons of behind the scenes. And I think I managed to mostly put them in order. So Outlander Online shares the bulk of these, I believe. Throwback to some behind the scenes of Outlander Season 1. Scroll through, there are 20 photos. Yes, they are very generous on this, so this is going to be a minute. Sit back, have a coffee, or tea, or a whiskey, as we look at some of these great images from the first season back there. Yeah, we've got our tartan. I feel like this is The Gathering, yes? Okay, something in this picture does not belong, and believe it or not, I'm not talking about Frank, but I love it. I love the behind the scenes, and we have our plastic bottle of something to drink. Well, looks like we're having a bad time. You know what? That is a lot of lighting, camera angling, getting the sound just right. Look at all the stuff that goes into us having like a moment where they're just, having an issue. And here's Duncan looking proudly, sitting proudly, I should say, on his horse. Somebody said something. Oh, gosh. I want to give people credit. I will try to look it up and let you know below here. Somebody asked somebody to ask Sam why he gets on and off his horse the way he does. It's like the Indians. You know what? That is a good question. I probably won't see him at the gathering, but that is a good question. I'll have to put that on my list in case I ever do see him. And here is Graham looking very much like Dougal, quite frankly. He's got the angry face. And you know what? With all the stuff we see of Graham when he makes his videos, he's not an angry looking guy. He's a like Santa Claus, cheery looking dude. But he puts on the Dougal mask, and man, oh man, can he pull it off? Yeah, these are great pictures too. Just sitting around waiting for it to be our turn. Oh, the big meal. Well, it looks like the big meal because we've got everybody at the table except for Claire, who's deciding if she wants to sit down and have yet another glass to drink while trying to give false information. Oh, and yeah, see, I'm gonna miss her. I'm excited to see what the new actress does, but I'm gonna miss our old Jenny. Nell Hudson, yeah, see now Leary, I should be able to meet at the gathering if I recall the list of people so far. Believe she's gonna be there. That'll be interesting. And again, we're out of time. We got this crazy futuristic umbrella over our over our head, and yeah, it's a little out of place. Let's move on. Although the wool doesn't seem to be out of place anywhere. If it's as chilly as they were saying it was in some of these shots, I bet you that was a nice day. Get all wrapped up. All right, it took me a second to figure out what this was, but yeah, that's a blackjack getting a shave from a crewman, though. He's supposed to be getting his shave from a very frightened soldier there. Yeah, anyway, this is funny. And at least Tobias looks like he's a smiley guy off camera, right? I love these at the beginning where these two are still just kind of getting to know each other and working together, but they've always had this great chemistry, this great rapport. Very cool. This is actually a very enticing photo. That looks like it could have been a very nice promo image if the three had a really great scene together or them working together was part of the story. It's not. But that almost looks like it could have been a promo image, yeah? Now I'm just kind of curious, is Caitriona taking a picture of the cameraman and stuff? And if so, is it disturbing what the makeup artist trying to do touch-ups? I don't think that's helpful, Caitriona. I think you should get back to work. All right, I'm just being a smartass. Oh, and Tobias is coming out from the stones. Maybe he's a time traveler and we didn't. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna guess after. Yeah, it's gonna guess. Obviously, it's after they've seen the ladies do their dance, and yeah, I don't know where Frank's going, but he seems determined to get there. Well, this is a lovely picture. Well, I don't know why, but these last 4 pictures are completely blank. So we'll move on. 2 more pictures. Okay, there aren't a lot on this one, but Outlander Online also shares there's an IG glitch on the last 2 photos of my last post. Oh, so you get them in another post. Thank you. I can't even edit the post to delete them. You're welcome. Thank you, Outlander Online. That's very helpful. Yeah. So I loved this one because it reminded me of how last week I was like, no, that's Paul and his double for the twin sitting on the fallen tree, and now we've got Caitriona and her double. And you know what? I honestly loved this outfit. I know that it was supposed to be a disguise or a costume, but I dug it. At least she got to wear pants for a while. Oh, and here's the scene we see in the opening of the show, but we never actually see in the show. And that always disturbs me when people put things in the opening credits and it never actually ends up in the show. It bugs me. But that's just a personal me thing. So this is kind of cool. I think I've shown this one before, probably from Outlander Online. So again, thank you, Outlander Online. Now I've got some Batgirl95 UA continuing way back Wednesday. A handful of you requested to see the older behind the scenes photos that I used to create my season 1 reel. Here's one of the many photos provided by stars that I have in my collection. Okay, can I just say real quick that this guy holding a camera up the way he is, it looks like paparazzi is here to go see Claire. Everybody's staring at her. Obviously, the scene is Dougal trying to find out if Claire is an honest woman. Can't really marry off a liar to his nephew and a spy. So, obviously, very recognizable scene. It's so odd to see what is happening on the other side of the camera. The paparazzi. Now this next one is very, very quick, very, very short, but very, very Stephen Cree. It's a little blooper, and again, I feel like I might have shown it before, but I'm just gonna. How about that? It is from season 1, so it does kind of continue on the theme of where we are. Although I do have some for later in the seasons. I should stop talking. Let's go to it.
Ever since he got here, you've got a look in your face. Ever since he got here, you've got a look in your face like you've got a thistle stuck up your ass. Ever since he got here, you've got a look in your face. Ever since he got here, you've got a look in your face like you've got a thistle stuck up your ass.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fairly silly line to say in any circumstances. And he's looking up at the guy. He's looking up at Sam at this point. So I'm not be able to stop thinking about him actually having a thistle up his. So anyway, that's funny. Thank you for sharing, Outlander Online, as always. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just have an update here very quickly on my husband, who is right now, he's been out of town all week for his job, and he flies back today. Yay! Very excited to get him back. Unfortunately, I don't know what airline he's on, but this is the window. Can y'all see? That's an awful lot of tape to trust for the window on an airplane that my husband is sitting on and right next to this window right now. So, you know, if I don't post for a week or so, it's because the funeral takes time. I don't even know what to say on that. Pray for my husband if you pray. Send good thoughts, good mojo. I don't trust tape that much. I'm just hoping for luck, I guess. Oh, right. So we're going to continue. And I'm not freaking out at all. So I'm just going to keep going on here and possibly title this, Let's Find Out If My Husband Makes It Home Alive. And also, let's check out Outlander behind the scenes. Whew. Okay, anyway, I feel confident he'll be fine. If he didn't think he'd be fine, he'd get off the plane. So let's wait for updates next week on that. Outlander Online throws this one back for us to some behind the scenes. Outlander Season 2, Part 1. That might not have made sense, but that's okay. I'm going with it. I'm posting this in 2 batches because Instagram is glitching for me when I post more than 10 photos. We are sorry about that, Outlander Online. Scroll through. There are 10 photos. So let's check these out. Jamie happens to have had a small problem here, and this is all season 2, so is the next post I'll have here. His hand looks worse for wear. That's how we know we're in season 2. There is Fergus. That's another good hint. Love Fergus. Oh, and Master Raymond. I still think they need to do a Master Raymond series of books or the show. I don't care which. We need more Master Raymond. Loved his character. Oh, the cult. He's such a pain in the butt. But yeah, so, Claire just trying to save lives. Comte trying to take hers. It's an interesting season, really. Oh, there's a happy picture. Hello, everybody. So that's Matthew in the middle, I'm thinking. And so we've got Sam and Caitriona on either side here. And again, I'm going to point out these amazing coats that just show up everywhere. They're big, they're fluffy, they gotta be toasty warm. Caitriona needs it. Apparently Sam doesn't because he is covered in wool from head to toe, so that probably helps. Or maybe not, because that umbrella is having a bad day. That is when you know the umbrella has just worked way too hard and needs a break. Yeah, that's not gonna help, Sam. That's not gonna help. Oh, a little black and white photo of Bonnie, Prince Charlie, and Jamie, who are, yeah, poor Jamie. I felt really bad during this entire battle, or well, the series of battles, I should say, because he would make a suggestion and it would just get thrown down one way or the other until like certain parts. Okay, I'm over upset about things, but it was still irritating. Oh, there we go. Duncan LaCroix again. I see again. I say that I think he looked better as a character, Murta himself, because he was always so dirty in the beginning, and it's hard to see what the man looks like if he's filthy, right? Right. Isn't it fun when I agree with myself? It just makes it so much easier. The ladies, again, amazing gowns. Everybody always looked terrific. I don't want to wear a corset, so more power to them. And poor Mary. I'm sorry, just poor Mary in general. There's a good one. We seem to have been in battle and possibly won because we're a bloody mess because of it. And I'm just going to keep going to the next post here from Outlander Online. More throwbacks from season 2. This is part 2 of the Reel of Images. And we start off with Richard and Sophie. Hello, Richard and Sophie. And just some more Richard now. Looking very... It is behind the scenes because you can see the cameras and somebody's elbow here. But he looks quite in character at the moment. And I know that I have this image somewhere. I have it somewhere because I know I've shown it or one like it in the same setup and sweater somewhere. Might have been like last year, but I know I've seen it. Cheery happy folks again, season 2. Hey, we're at war. It's a good time. Oh, yeah, the duel. You know what? I know kind of most of these moments, if not all of them, but for some reason, seeing a picture will bring me back to, oh yeah, that was a bad moment. That was a bad moment. But yet she seems fine with it now. Nah, walking through the wildflowers, having a smile, hair down. Go for it, Caitriona. Now here's that amazing red dress, and I'm glad to see that she didn't, or at least we haven't seen that she needed to be carted around by a golf cart to get from one place to another. It would be really hard to get down those stairs if she did. But I still think that this would be a rather uncomfortable dress because I'm hippie enough. I really don't need assistance in that area. For a minute there, I was like, why is Frank back there? I just, just ignore me. But yeah, we got Tobias, we got Caitriona. Although I'm going to say in this instance, it's Claire and Black Jack. Though Black Jack seems to have stolen a jacket from the costume people, and Caitriona's wearing one. So I don't know why they look so angry at each other unless they're just practicing for the scene. I hope they are just practicing for the scene. Oh, there we go. I enjoyed the actress who played Mary. I really did. I thought she did a fantastic job because you just feel really bad for her. And I mean, even before the assault, the ignorance of the women of the time, the young women of the time, or hell, even the Mary. You watched Bridgerton? Yeah. I feel so terrible for them. My children probably get so much information they hate me, but at least they have knowledge and aren't walking around going, uh-oh, I got pregnant. I just kissed a boy. Yeah. All right. That's a good look. I don't know why, but that's a good look. I enjoy it. This, however, is a look that I would think that you'd want to avoid, and yet, the text still says, still hot. All right. So he is attractive, but really, I think I would be stepping away from the gentleman because he has pins in his face, and that seems like something you step away from. This one is shared by Point Blank 1959. Sam Heughan likely having acupuncture for real while playing Jamie on the Artemis in season 3. Yitian shows Chinese treatment for seasickness surely helped Jamie. I wouldn't know about Sam. Repost from Tash Peekaboo Jan on X. Love her. Imageflip.com, a book fan and a book fan. Sam Heughan, Outlander season 3. Love it. Giving credit where credit is due, and still, yeah. No. All right, back to some more Outlander online behind the scenes. Throwbacks to behind the scenes of Outlander season 3. Swipe through. There are 20 photos. I feel like I've posted some of these recently, but I really wanted to finish posting my behind the scenes before I do behind the scenes from season 7. Season 3 is the last one I have left to post. So she's posting these out of order, which is why I'm showing to you out of order. Well, I'm really sorry, but the video length got away from me on this, so I'm cutting this in half. We're calling this part 1 of this video. Don't worry, there's loads more behind the scenes coming up in the next one. As you see, there was a little introduction to those. Plus, there's just a lot of pictures of good-looking guys. So do tune in tomorrow. Check back. There will be the second part up and ready. I just want to make sure I got this to you sometime today. So, yeah. Here's what we got. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the format of this, and don't forget to subscribe if you want tomorrow's video. Hit that notifications bell so you'll know as soon as it's out. Thank you, Patreons. Thank you, members. I really do appreciate it. And those of you who have been subscribing lately, thank you so much. We got over that 3,000 mark. So, woohoo. Don't really get anything extra for that. I just think it's a cool number to have gone past. So, thank you so much for those of you who have been subscribing lately. Those last few really helped. Now, if you don't want to wait until tomorrow and you do think you really should get some more Outlander content right now, don't worry. There's tons on this channel. Just check out the thumbnails and the titles and you'll be able to find them with ease. And no matter which video you choose, I'll see you there.